Imagine setting sail on a perilous journey across the world's most treacherous seas, where every storm threatens disaster and every encounter with enemy forces could mean life or death. This is the gripping tale of a voyage round the world, penned in 1748 by George Anson, a story of extraordinary adventure, survival, and ultimate triumph against all odds. The journey begins in 1740, during the War of Jenkins' Ear, when Commodore George Anson is tasked with leading a squadron of British warships on a daring mission to disrupt Spain's powerful Pacific trade routes. Anson, with his small fleet, embarks from England, navigating the perilous Atlantic waters and rounding the infamous Cape Horn at the southern tip of South America, a place so feared by sailors that many never made it past. Violent storms batter the ships and treacherous winds threaten to scatter them. Anson and his crew face mutiny and despair, with the constant spectre of death looming over their heads as hundreds fall victim to scurvy, the dreaded disease of long-sea voyages. At this point, the mission seems hopeless. Yet, through it all, Anson remains steadfast, a leader whose resolve never falters. His iron determination drives his men forward as they push into the vast, uncharted waters of the Pacific. Here, far from home, they are isolated in hostile territory, and every day becomes a test of endurance. As the ships continue their harrowing journey, Anson shifts his focus from survival to strategy, launching a series of bold attacks on Spanish coastal outposts. These raids, audacious and risky, provide the weary crew with new hope and desperately needed supplies, but the greatest challenge still lies ahead. The story reaches its thrilling climax with the legendary capture of the Spanish treasure galleon Nuestra Señora de Covadonga. After months of hardship, starvation, and battles against both nature and man, Anson spots the Spanish ship off the coast of the Philippines. The galleon, laden with unimaginable riches, becomes the target of one of the most daring naval battles of the 18th century. Against overwhelming odds, Anson leads his remaining forces in a fierce engagement that ends with a spectacular victory, securing a fortune of gold and silver that would make their dangerous mission one of the most lucrative in history. Anson's return to England in 1744 is nothing short of legendary. After nearly 4 years at sea, having circumnavigated the globe and brought back treasure that would go down in history, Anson becomes a national hero. His voyage is immortalized in A Voyage Round the World, not just as a tale of war and riches, but as an enduring saga of leadership, perseverance, and the unrelenting human spirit. The story reveals the harsh realities of 18th century naval exploration, where survival was a daily struggle and the allure of distant wealth drove men to the farthest corners of the earth. Through Anson's eyes, readers are drawn into a world of storm-tossed seas, desperate men, and the ultimate conquest of not just enemies, but of nature itself. His tale is a testament to the power of determination in the face of unimaginable adversity, and a vivid reminder of the daring explorers who shaped history.